You're sitting in your room by yourself, and there's this nervous feeling in your gut. You feel lonely, confused, uncertain about where you are and where you're going. So you do what every person in your situation would do. You grab your phone and open your chatbot of choice. I'm feeling lost and alone, you tell it. An answer is crafted specifically for you. And for a slight moment, you feel this relief from the feeling. For a moment, you feel less alone. And it might not be enough to satisfy you forever, but it gives you just enough new input and hope to hold you over for another moment until the feelings start creeping back up and you need to ask it another question. There is a rise in feelings of loneliness, and AI seems promising to alleviate some of it. While I don't want to diminish this positive impact of AI, and I love that people feel less alone and more supported because of it in the short term, I really worry about what it means for our future. When we're talking to a chatbot, it almost feels like we're talking to another human being. But in reality, there's no one there. We're talking into an empty space while answers are being generated, crafted specifically to make us feel better about ourselves. Real connection is created through vulnerability. It's about sharing something personal, something we might not have fully accepted in ourselves, something we might judge a little in ourselves still, something the other person might judge, but letting them in on it anyways. When what we share is not received well by the other person, this can be deeply painful. But when it is, when the other person looks at us with this expression of understanding and compassion in their eyes, this can be one of the most beautiful feelings there is. But it's scary because when sharing something like this, there's always this risk of being judged, shamed, or rejected. But it's this risk that makes it so fulfilling when the other person is able to meet us there. AI chatbots feel safe because it will never judge you. It's always on your side. It will never confront you if you don't specifically ask it to. It's never messy, it never disobeys. It's neat, safe, and rational. But even though it might feel like it will never truly understand you. It can use the most beautiful and poetic language to make you feel seen. But it will never give you the same comfort as the words of a person that has gone through the same thing as you. Someone who knows the pain, the joy, the confusion, the sadness, the love, not because they have the theories or a data bank of knowledge, but because they went through it themselves. And their words might not be as perfect. They might start crying in the middle of it. The chronological order of their story might be less easy to follow, but they're in it with you. There is a depth to human emotion and human connection that AI can never recreate, because connection is more than words. Language is just a code we use to describe something deeper. And while AI might have access to the code, it doesn't have access to what it describes. Their words might be true, but they're empty. Our bodies, or better said, our feelings, are our compass. But more and more we outsource this task of guiding us to algorithms. But algorithms don't feel. They calculate, they run statistical models, and they strip the human out of a decision. They tell you what to do, and they give you the most clean and rational path, but this is often not the most real path. It's our human emotions, the messiness, the connection that we feel with others, the irrational decisions that we make for things we love and we're passionate about, that make life feel full and meaningful. We move to the other side of the world for a person we met online. We quit our job on a random Tuesday because we feel this overwhelming surge of inspiration to finally go for our dream job. We work on a project month after month, even when everybody tells us that it will fail because we're so passionate about it. And I'm not saying that there is no place for AI. What I'm trying to say is that it should be an addition, not a substitution for human connection and human emotion. It should be a tool that helps us to discover and question our own ideas, not to think for us. It should be a place where we can lean into and reflect on our feelings, not a place that tells us how we should feel. AI can give a false sense of connection while we're isolated. It can keep us company while deepening our feelings of loneliness. And I really wonder what our future is going to look like. Because we're either going to lose touch with everything that's real inside of us, or we're going to double down on it. Imagine a world where all living beings are replaced by AI bots. The world would look alive from the outside, and it might not even look so different than it does now, but it would feel dead inside. It's just programs running. We either lose touch with everything that makes us human, or we find it back stronger than ever before. And I wonder, will there come a point where we become so sick of the emptiness that we stop living online and start living in the real world again, with the real people, real vulnerability, and a real discomfort? Will there come a day again where we'll be more likely to ask a stranger on the bus for advice instead of the electronic device in our pocket? Will there come a day again where we'll be more likely to pick up the phone and call a friend instead of opening a new chat in ChatGPT? Will there come a day again where we'll truly feel our emotions and stay with them instead of explaining them away with the help of a language model? The future is either going to be a vague memory of everything that is real, or the sterilized, rational, empty perfection of AI will bring out everything that sets us apart from it. Will we move towards a future where every single one of us is hooked to a screen, living in a digital world, numbed, disconnected from each other and our feelings? Or will we reject this future and move towards a world that's more deeply human than any of us has ever experienced before?